Okay, here we are today with the Rebelle Secrets and Spies Courage Crossbow. First things first, let's go over what you get in the box. You get yourself the Courage Crossbow, of course, and 2 of these Rebelle arrows. Now I'll do the arrows first. We saw these emerge last year with the Agent Bow, and these are a slightly updated design. The tip is pretty much the same, and here at the back is pretty much the same, but as far as the feathers, I guess, for these arrows, they were a foam on the original arrows, and I think on the arrows that come in the refill packs for these. Now, I haven't bought a refill pack, so I don't know exactly what those ones are, but I think the refill pack ones also have the foam, and these ones on the new gen seem to be more of a rubbery component, and they seem... That was one of my complaints of the original arrows, is they seemed like they would come right off, and these rubbery ones feel much better attached and makes it a much more durable arrow, so good redesign by Hasbro. Anyway, coming back to the blaster itself, pretty simple here. You got a Nerf attachment rail on top to hook on an accessory. Styling-wise, does have the open grip that can dig into hands if you're doing it too hard, but otherwise it's good size, nice and comfortable. And the bow does have spots on both sides where you can hook in extra ammo. There's one there, and then there's a matching one on the other side. Now, the only thing about this is the sizing's kind of weird. So, as you can see, the arrow will slip around in there. Not the best, but still, I mean, the arrow isn't going to come out. It's just kind of weird if you're moving around and tip the blaster at all. It slides. Anyway, let's get down to the function of this thing. And it's pretty simple. How you do it is first you draw the string, and this is a string. This is essentially a arrow firing diamondista, pretty much exactly. So you fire it by bringing the string all the way back and hooking it in, and then you load your arrow into the front here. And it's, as you can see, it's a little tricky because for whatever reason, when it gets past this little sensor, it tries to tick it off to one side. As you can see, it's shifted it that way. And when you watch the range test video, you'll see it takes really long to get the hang of loading this thing, because you have to get it exactly centered and pushed all the way back so that way your arrow is hooked in on the string. And now, as long as everything is good to go, you pull the trigger, and there you go. So your arrow is launched off, and because while it does take, honestly, you could probably get pretty good. I haven't spent a lot of time doing reps with this blaster to get good at loading the arrows, but I imagine if you think this is something you would like, if you practice loading the arrows quickly, you could get it down to a science. I'm not practiced with it, so it takes me a while in between shots. But all in all, pretty decent design, but that brings us to the important question of what are the ranges? Now, I don't believe there was a range claim on the box for these arrows, and the arrows in the past haven't done so great versus darts as far as ranges, but if you want to see how it did when we took it out into the real world, make sure to head on over to the range test video up on my channel and check it out. So, there you have it, the Courage Crossbow. As always, thanks for watching.